Oh, hello there. Welcome to Driven It. Tinker Time. Well, it's actually not Tinker Time. I'm actually going to call it, if it's broken, cut it open. And I'll tell you why after this. Yeah, slight little tease there, because you're probably thinking, oh Christ, what now is wrong with the Douglas Special? I can tell you, nothing. But Bobby Berlingo has had a problem for a number of years, and to be honest with you, it was quite comical. Sit there on the driveway, turn the ignition key, and we'd get to 50 quicker than he does normally, and under no power. Fantastic. However, it's quite a common problem with Citroens from the past. I remember Citroen Visa GTIs doing this because the Speedo, electric, would fail. I'll show you. It's this dirty, dirty piece here, you see? It's this bit here. And it fails. And what it does is there's three wires in this, you see? So one of them does your mileometer, one does the Speedo. And they fail. I can't really complain. It's done 98,000 miles? I think about 98,000 miles. That's not bad for an electronic part from Citroen. I have to say, because I did actually get this from a genuine part from Citroen, you could buy it on eBay. I saw them 20, 30 quid, and I just went, sometimes you just, economy of the scale, and you just sort of go, do you know, I've bought bits off eBay, and you just go, Jesus Christ, this is dog shit, throw away. And then you go to the manufacturer. What did surprise me, it's a proper Valio part, but it's got on here, Mopar. And you know, we had to wait 3 weeks for this. Citroen didn't keep it in stock. My local dealer, Steve, who I used to use in Croydon, we used to Chalice when I used to have all the visas. He was there, and yeah, thanks Stellantis, don't keep any of this in stock, has to come from France. Great, thanks very much. Anyway, I have put the new one in. I wasn't going to film it, to be honest with you. I said a lot of swears. It's quite hot down there, though the car has been left for 2 hours to try and cool down. It's still not, and the sun's coming around here, and it's hot as the sun out, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't deal with it. Anyway, I've gone on enough. And most of my viewers have fucked off by now. Anyway, if you haven't fucked off, thanks, stick around, because I am going to clean this bit up. I'm going to put it in the box again. And I'm just going to take it apart, because you know what? If it's broken, cut it open. So here I am with an old, possibly genuine part. It's got ETN and there's some part numbers on there. However, got a box. Now the one thing that is nice that when you go to your main dealer and you get parts, they usually come in a fancy little box. It's like if you go to Porsche and you go, oh yes, here we are, Porsche, and they go, yes, that's £30 for the invoice, and you go, right, and it's £40 for the box, and you go, right, and the part is £2.50, and you go, but the box, and they go, oh yes, but it's got Porsche on the box. And you go, oh, I'm not paying for its bloody airfare. Anyway, Citroen, they just give you a brown box with a little sticker on side. Anyway, for you geeks that want your part numbers, this part number for the bit in my Berlingo with a DWA engine is 616070. That's the bow part number. However, on the other side of the box, we've got another sticker slapped on it, there is the same part number I've just read off there, but there is a Fiat command number, and it says 0006521. I don't know what Fiat this fits, but there we go. Now, do you know, I'm going to slightly go off topic, because, do you know, when I was in the trade, we would deal with Peugeot, Citroen, Fiat vans, all the same model. If you needed a part, and your Citroen came in, and you'd go, oh, okay, we've got Citroen, and they'll go, no, we can't get that bit for another 2 weeks, and you go, oh, I'll ring Peugeot, and Peugeot go, yeah, I've got that on the shelf, send it over. Ring Fiat. No, they could not cross-reference anything. And you go, they're the same poxy van made in the same bloody factory. But they would never cross-reference. They had just this huge, stupid, different part number system. They were so Italian. And you know, when people say, you know, oh, would you recommend a Fiat van? At the time, no. I mean, I love Fiat, so one right behind me. But, do you know, in the trade, no. Because they were a bloody nightmare to get parts from. Honestly, I was like, why would anyone want to buy a Fiat van? So yeah, the Fiat. Anyway, let's talk the part, because we're going to take it apart. Oh, I've just made another thing up there as well. So here we are with my genuine Citroen part. It's not a brand new part, it's the old part. This old part that came off my Berlingo with the DWA engine and a 5-speed gearbox. This part, probably universally fitted to many, many Citroens. It's actually funny enough, when I went to Citroen, I went, oh, it's that bit I need. Stephen Parts guy just went, And it was like, yeah, because when I explained what was happening, he was like, they all do that. So thanks. But you know, 93,000 miles. 93,000 miles this bit has done. I don't think that's very bad. Bearing in mind that people say, oh, Citroen Electrics are really shit. 93,000 miles for a £120 car. Anyway, so I've taken it apart already, and it is literally these little lugs that you put a screwdriver in and you go, kink, 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 and you go, and you put it apart. And then I'm going to save this bit for last. But inside here, there is a copper washer, which obviously stops the oil from the gearbox coming up into it. However, there is a faint whiff of gearbox oil. So gearbox oil obviously has come in here, which is why that's a bit wet, shall we say. But you know, gearbox oil, do you remember, if you're old enough, or fiddle with your cars, which you probably do fiddle with cars, which is why you're watching this, but gearbox oil, and you go, that horrible, horrible smell. Why it stinks, I do not know. Some engine oils are beautiful. This, but it's like, you know, if you're a child old enough, not child, you're not a child now, you're an adult, but you know, when your mother had the hairdresser come around for a perm, and you'd literally run into the house because you wanted a biscuit, and you go, hi Mum, I want a biscuit! And you'd end up looking like Arnie Schwarzenegger from that film when he ended up on the Mars, and he's like, and his eyes started popping out because it just used to take your breath away. Anyway, I'm going to slightly off track. So yeah, so in here, the little case smells of oil, but there's a little washer, a little copper washer that keeps, obviously to try and stop oil getting in. It hasn't worked. But this thing here, I've just checked it, and it's magnetic, and then it goes against all the chips and all the sensors, because that little black bit there is a sensor. I'll put a picture up so you can sort of see it, not waving it around the camera, and you go, oh, yeah. But anyway, for the moment, I'm just going to chat to the camera and show. So that goes in there, and then what happens is that spins around. Now, as that spins around, obviously the mild magnetic field just picks up on that little black sensor, and as it picks up that, it then works out through black magic what speed you're doing, and then also turns over the mileometer because it's got 3 pins. And I did previously disconnect it from my dashboard to see what would happen, and even with this disconnected, the speedo still went up. So have I fixed it? I'm not sure, and I'll show you why I'm not sure now. I'll show you what happened. I put the key in the ignition, turned it, and as you can see, the speedometer started climbing from 0 to 50, and it went all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, and then stopped at 15 like it was doing before. And then I started the engine. So yeah, I hope it's fixed it. If not, it's £120 that, you know, I'm going to buy a new dashboard, or a recon dashboard, or just have a look at something. But you know, if it has gone wrong, there'll be another video of me changing the clocks. Anyway, so, but there's a little web thing in here, so it obviously works something out and breaks it down or something and sends it off to wherever. But yeah, so that literally just sits there, spins around, and tells you what we're doing, what speeds we're going, what miles we're doing. But there we go. Anyway, I hope you got something from that. I did, actually, I do, honestly. I know I say it all the time, but I really do enjoy taking things apart that are broken, because do you know what? Why not? So if you have to remove something from your car, just take it apart. Just take it apart, have a look inside and go, oh, that's what's in there, because it's quite fascinating. But yeah, anyway, my day go, take care. See you soon. Oh, by the way, hopefully next time I'll have some different dirty t-shirts to wear, because I went shopping and I forgot. I did remember milk, so I have got breakfast in the morning, but I forgot to buy t-shirts. I was like, idiot. Anyway, I'm having a coffee. There you go, take care. Again, see you soon. So when you put it apart, hang on. So, going, oh, I can't find any part numbers. And I was going on about the moped. I was looking at this going, I covered up that, didn't I? Idiot. Anyway. Now, when I said we're going to take it apart, I have actually taken it apart because I've had to redo this again because it all went a bit wrong, and then I came back to record and I couldn't remember what I was doing. And I was like, oh, I'll redo that bit. Oh, can't remember. And actually, I think it was because I read off the wrong bloody part numbers anyway. Oh, I've gone on a tangent again, haven't I? If you watch W1A, I just did an Anna Rapton because I sort of literally paused camera because it's not responding to me going GoPro, and I was like this, and I thought, has the thing froze? Has the thing crashed again? No, it was me just going. Oh, I love what W1A. That was so well written, so well acted. I don't know how they did it because I think I would have ended up with wet pants if I was part of that because it was just absolutely hysterical. And yeah, Sarah Parish, who played, oh yeah. No, I'm not frozen, I'm still there. She was phenomenal. Absolutely. Give that woman a knighthood and Oscar and all that stuff. She's brilliant. Anyway, let's start again. GoPro, stop recording.